Okay, you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Jenna Flacker from the Real Raw You Synergy podcast, and today's guest is Patricia Leblanc. And today we are going to take an abundance journey. And she is an amazing healer. Each day she posts a new what the universe is saying about you. So I found her on Instagram and then headed over to her site and listened to some of her work and thought, okay, she's perfect for you guys. She can take us deep. We can talk about interdimensional spaciousness, and we can talk about really pulling in abundance and the abundance that we wish for in our life. Patricia, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be on your show, so thank you.
Well, I'm so glad that you said yes, because abundance is a topic that I've talked about a lot, and then we stopped talking about it. So I was ready to talk about it again. I think that at this point in the world, people get this idea of abundance, but I really feel that you add some delicious dimensional elements to it. Would you talk a little bit about us and how you see abundance in?
So for me, I see abundance. Basically, abundance is everything. A lot of people think the word abundance, it's money. Yes, money's part of it, but here's the thing. If you only have money, and I've been there I had made a lot of money, but I had no health. My relationships were basically non-existent. I was miserable and all that. So for me, abundance really encounters everything. It's having an abundance of everything. Being happy, being joyful, having money, be able to do what you want, having great relationships, not just with others, but with yourself, being healthy. So basically for me, it's really the whole component. It's not just the money part, because I made a lot of money but I had nothing else. And then when it collapsed was like, oh my God, like I have nothing, like the money's gone. I have no health, I have no nothing. So now for me, it's all about being balanced, is having everything that you want and creating the life that you want on your terms, because there's more than enough abundance for everybody, and it's just to go and create it.
Yeah, so how do you help people do that, start to create this abundance, this life on their terms?
So first is getting clear on what it is that you want, not what your parents want for you, because a lot of times, and I growing up, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My mother loved her to death, but my mother is all about security. So I went into corporate because my mother said, well, you have to go get a job, you have to be in corporate, and all that. But it's basically living life on your terms. What is it that you truly want? What kind of relationships do you want? How much money do you want to make? Where do you want to live? Like, I'm now living out of my suitcase. I'm starting to travel the world. So it's basically, what is it that you truly want? And because when it comes from within, it makes it easier to be able to attract it, because really it's coming from your soul, it's coming from your heart. So it's easy to be able to manifest it, and you're going to be happier as well, and you're going to be able to manifest it more easily, because it's not because you want this because your mother said you needed to go have this, or your dad said you needed to go have this. So it's basically, first get clear, what is it that you truly want, because if you don't know what you want, it's going to be hard really to create an abundant life.
Yeah, so how do you and your work go about clearing out the energies of what is not us so that we really start to hear our voice?
So a lot of times I'll guide my clients to a guided meditation. And from there, I'll either get them to connect with their guides or their higher self, depending on what I'm being guided, or because normally my guides and their guides work together depending on what they're being guided. And
Uh-huh.
then I'll get them to start to ask for clarification. What is it that they truly want? Because then they're connected to their soul, they're connected to their higher self. So it becomes easier to know what you want. And then I also get my clients to journal. So what is it that you want? Because at first it's potentially going to be forced because you're forcing it. But as you start writing down what you want, eventually it becomes natural because it's coming from your soul. And that's really where the magic is. So I do a lot of pull a lot of energies, I clear a lot of stuff, and then I get them obviously to write what is it that you want and help them connect to their higher self. And it becomes easier to know what it is that you truly want, because then you're connected to yourself.
Could we do a group activation that maybe we do a couple today where we first, disconnect them from the energetics that aren't them so that they start to really activate that inner voice of their own, as well as connecting to the information of their guides?
Yep, I can definitely do that. That would be
Cool.
my pleasure to do that. So let me
We
just,
can keep talking, but I want to add that to the list because, for me, it's been a constant life journey and really getting honed in to my true self, to what I call my real raw me. And I really, and I still notice that I go through my days and all of a sudden I will be like pulled or acting like somebody else that I don't want to be acting like.
and it's normal because we're living such busy life. We're busy, busy, busy. So when we're really busy, we get disconnected from ourselves. So, and nowadays it's so easy. And then we have technology because we're on our cell phones a whole lot. So
Yeah.
it's so much easier to get disconnected. So yeah, when you're connected, that's when the magic really happens.
Yeah, it's truly being connected to source and truly being connected to your source.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
So
Cool.
let me just get grounded and then I will walk. So for this part, make sure you're not driving or walking because I'm going to guide you through a guided meditation. So I don't want anybody driving while they're listening to this. Come back and listen to the replay because that would not be cool. So start by finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and center yourself in your heart. Call back all parts and pieces of you, anywhere's you, or your attention is off to, back into your heart space so that all of you can receive these powerful energies. Now, I want you to see, feel, or imagine a beautiful pink light that is coming out of the bottom of your spine and it's going straight to the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Take a deep breath and send your energy down this beautiful pink light until you see, feel, or imagine a beautiful crystal ball. And this is the heart chakra of Mother Earth. Connect your beautiful pink light into her heart chakra. Now take a deep breath in and send this beautiful earth energy up the pink light, going up, 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 going straight into your root chakra. Allow these beautiful energies to activate your root chakra. Now continue to send this beautiful pink light to your sacral chakra, allowing it to activate your sacral chakra. Now continue to send this beautiful pink light to your solar plexus chakra, allowing it to activate your solar plexus. Now send this beautiful pink light to your heart chakra, allowing it to activate your heart chakra. Now continue to send this beautiful pink light to your throat chakra, allowing it to activate your throat chakra. Now continue to send this beautiful pink light to your third eye chakra, allowing it to activate your third eye. Now continue to send this beautiful pink light to your crown chakra, allowing it to activate your crown chakra. So now that your 7 main chakras are open and cleared and working optimal speed, I want you to pull up this beautiful pink light from your crown chakra. And you're going to go up, 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 going straight to your higher self. And here I want you to take a few moments and connecting with your higher self and anchor your pink light into her heart. And right now I'm just going to call in your guides to come in and connect with you. So right now it's possible you may see, feel, or just know that you have one or more guides here with you. And just know they're just here to help to assist you in connecting with them. So go ahead and ask them any question or clarification that you may have, or maybe you just feel yourself connecting with them. And just know they're here to assist you. And one of their jobs is to help you and to guide you and to help you to manifest infinite abundance in all areas of your life. Just feel how powerful it is being one with your higher self. And you can come and connect with your higher self at any time. So now you take a deep breath and send your energy down this pink light, going straight to your heart chakra. Take another deep breath in and send your energy down, going straight to the heart chakra of Mother Earth. I'm just going to leave you here for a few moments so you can fully connect yourself with the powerful energies of Mother Gaia, as well as to help you to ground yourself. And Divine Source calling in the Integrated Soul Activation, Magical Gaia Activation. Angels, please run this activation now. Thank you. So just feel yourself tapping into the magical energies of Mother Gaia. Just feel yourself being fully grounded, which is super important if you want to be able to manifest abundance in your physical reality. Now gather this magical earth energy and bring it up through the pink light, going up, 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 going straight to your heart chakra. Just allow all of these magical energies to fully align and integrate permanently into every cell of your body and every areas of your life with ease and joy. Now start by taking a deep breath in and feel yourself coming back into your body. Take another deep breath in and feel yourself being back fully in your body. You're fully present. You're fully conscious. And when you're ready, take another deep breath in and open your eyes.
Very fun. I feel much more present.
Well, that's good. It's always good to feel more present. So,
Yeah.
and as well as grounding yourself regularly is going to help you as well, because a lot of times, especially if we're in this realm, we like being out of our bodies, right? So when we're out of our bodies, it makes it harder to manifest into this physical reality. So taking deep breaths will bring you back into your body, and then that helps you to really be connected as well because you're in your physical body.
Right. So then once we're really present, really here, then really asking and getting in alignment with what we're asking for is really what is next. And one of the things, I might as well use myself as an example. And I know that there are lots of clients out there that I've had where they are like, I want it, I want it, I want it. And they actually do want it, which means they lack it, right? What is some of the practices or techniques that you use to really help them get back to that desire of having it? Or the energy of having it.
Well, first of all, is focusing on gratitude. What are you grateful for? Because a lot of times, if you can't be grateful for what you currently have, well, the universe is not going to give you more. So I'll use the money for an example. So let's say you ask for $1,000 this month. The universe wants to give you 5,000, but in really small amounts of money, and that happens quite often. The universe wants to give you more, but in smaller amount. And then, so let's say the universe gives you $1. Well, then you get upset because I asked for $1,000 and I only got $1. Well, the universe is not going to give you more. So being grateful for every little thing you have, the universe is going to want to give you more. And plus, when you're coming from an attitude of gratitude, you're vibrating at a very high frequency. So it makes it
Mhm.
easier for you to get what you want. And then focus on what it is that you want, and don't tell the universe the how, because a lot of times
Yeah.
we'll tell, I want it this way. Well, the universe is going to give it to you another way, but it's much better for you. So your job is to ask for what you want, align yourself, and take inspired action. The how is the universe job. It's not your job on how you want to get it. It's their
Right.
job to get it. um, and make sure that you're making sure you're feeling good. So if you're feeling a lot of anger, resentment, then make sure that you, I mean, I do a lot of healing, and I have meditations that I give my clients to release all of that. But it's really making sure you're vibrating at a high frequency so that you're able to attract what it is that you want. And sometimes you're going to get setbacks, you're going to get tested, and it's not to give up the minute you get tested. It's to keep just getting back up and keep going for it, because if you give up the minute you have a roadblock, you're never going to get what you want, because a lot of times we get tested, and that's where most people will give up. And most times when we're constantly tested, it's because it's coming, but the universe
Yeah.
wants to see how bad do you want it, and then you give
Right.
up, and it's like, in a few days you would have got what you wanted, but because you gave up, it's like, too bad.
Yeah. No. Well, so tell me what brought you to this work?
So as a child, I knew that I was very gifted, but I learned that in order for me to be accepted, I needed to suppress it. So in 2004, I was diagnosed with a major clinical depression, and depression runs in my dad's side of the family. And I remember hitting rock bottom one day and thinking, what am I doing? Like, I have decisions to make. Either I do whatever it takes to overcome it, or I stay where I am. And if I stay where I am, I might as well just kill myself, because I didn't like where I was. But I was like, no, I did whatever I wanted. I'm like, I'll do whatever. I did a major 360-degree shift. Okay, what is it that I truly want? And then I moved away, because growing up, my dad was a politician. I was very shy and introverted. So I wasn't my own person. So when I moved away, I got to discover who was I. Then I learned Reiki, and then I did coaching, and then my whole world fell apart. My guys were like, no, you have to do healing work.
Right.
And I was like, but I have a very successful business. Yeah, but we've been telling you for 2 years, this is where you have to go. So this is where I ended up after like struggling. And now it's like my sole purpose. So, but it's
Yeah.
also for me, I'm passionate about helping people to be able to become abundant. Because I mean, I've had times I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent, how I was going to eat.
Mhm.
And looking back, I'm like, why was I struggling? It's because obviously my mindset wasn't there, and I didn't do the inner work. So I'm very passionate about helping people to be able to live an abundant life and a fulfilled life, not just because I've had the big money, but then I wasn't happy. Now I have everything I want. Like I'm living in magic all the time. And I want that for everybody, because when you create a magical life, it's so much fun and exciting. Yeah, we get
Oh, yeah.
challenges, but
Right.
it's not the same, and it's fun. And I just want this for everybody.
Yeah. So, what would you say that if somebody is connected and they are perceiving like they need to take this leap, they need to make this change, but they keep fighting it and resisting it? How do you work with getting them out of that? Is there a trick?
Well, a lot of times I'll do energy healing work, so I'll start pulling stuff to whatever. But
Okay.
I'll just ask them, do you want to keep struggling, or do you want to keep creating the magic you want? Because sometimes it's the unknown. Because when you're starting to create
Uh-huh.
magic, you're in the unknown. You don't know something, and you just have to trust, right? But sometimes I'll ask them, how do you really want to be in this life, or do you want to be here? Because you're at that point, you have to make a decision. Just make the jump, and you'll be fully supported. And most times they will. And if they don't, then I go release the resistance that they're holding on to.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of times we have resistance, we have fear, because our little voice tells us, like our ego's like, no, 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 you got to stay here because this is safe, but this is more fun. This is where you want to go. So
Right.
it's really on a case by case basis.
Do you energetically see those as implants or cords or tethers, or is there anything that is consistent between clients?
For me, my main clear is clear knowing. So I just know. I don't really
Uh-huh.
necessarily see things. I just know, okay,
Okay.
there's resistance here, there's this here.
And then,
Sometimes the guides will tell me as well. It's like, okay, sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm picking up on. Can you help me? And then they'll guide me on what I need to do to be able to help them.
right, right. So one of the things that I'm going through is like some major resistance. Like it's kind of like an energy of, I went from a few months ago, this whole I don't wanna kind of energy, to going to, all right, I will. So, can you demonstrate your work on me? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that I can do.
Or
So
am I
let's
too stubborn?
yeah, there is some stubbornness in there. But
I
right now, it's
know.
well, the last few months, energetically, there's been a lot of shift. There's been a lot of up leveling. There's been in the collective, there's been mega changes with all the planetary change. So that sometimes can play a factor as well. So, and if you're hearing me yawn, it's actually a
Yeah,
good thing. It just means the energy's
I
clear.
got that one.
Because one of my clients was
Started to
listening to a
yawn
meditation
too.
where
Like,
I was
oh my
yawning a lot,
God.
and her husband was like, "She's pretty rude," and she's like, "No, she's clearing stuff. It's good."
Right. Yeah, that's kind of how my body works too.
Yeah, there's some resistance there.
You think?
So right now, let's just take a few deep breaths. And as you exhale, just feel any stress or tension you're holding on to. It's leaving your body. And take another deep breath in. Just release more stress and tension. Just know it's safe for you to release all of this resistance. Right now, I want you to focus on what it is that you truly desire, knowing that the universe is perfect and you can have anything that you truly desire. What is it that you truly want?
You want me to say it?
You can if you want or not. It's up to you.
Like, what comes up when you ask the question that I didn't think did, but it was like some really cool friends
Awesome.
is one of the pieces of this. Like some really cool, inspired, conscious business creating friends in town, maybe even.
Perfect. Now we're going to call them in energetically.
Ooh, cool.
So now when you take a deep breath and feel yourself being into your heart,
Okay.
and I want you to focus on what it is that you want. So you want these amazing, cool friends who are like-minded
Mm-hmm.
and they're business oriented. Now you're going to send out a beautiful pink light from your heart. And this light, you may see more than one light. You may see a big light, and then it's going to eventually start to split a little bit, or many lights. And now these lights are going to go and get your soul family, people who are like you, the people you want to call into your life. So right now they're connecting to everybody. So now I want you to see yourself just pulling that pink light towards you a little bit. So now you're starting to call them in so you can both come to each other's awareness. Right now I'm seeing quite a few people.
This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. And there's dancing and there's like happy joy, which is fun to see. So now energetically, you're in each other awareness. So now I want you to see that it's actually, now you're going to call into your physical reality. And it is done. So it is. It's a bit of resistance. I don't know if it's you or them, so I'm just going to go clear.
paused. Oh, darn. I paused.
And how amazing it feels having all that in, then open your eyes.
Wow.
It was cool to see all the people,
Yeah.
like your lights, yeah, the pink
Yeah.
light. It was cool because there was like a big one, and then there was like it all went to.
Yeah, that was really interesting. We do this, I do some work in access consciousness, and they kind of get this, a very similar thing, where it's like an energy ball, and you just kind of put trickles out to whatever you're calling in. It was kind of similar, but this was seeming to be more effective. I'm really excited to see how this shows up in my life.
Me too. You'll
Because
have to keep me posted.
the other day, somebody said that I did ASMR in my work because they really felt it in their body, like the entire sensations. And I mean, yeah, your work like worked on me immediately. It's like before you even said that you were doing anything, I was like going, and it's kind of cool because I also noticed that with your work, I'm like really present, but I'm also really spacious in like a manifesting way.
Well, that's good, and that's a good
Yeah.
thing because you want to be like, because that means you're grounded, but but at the same time you're able to open yourself up to a bunch of energies, which is good because a lot of times we'll go into space, but then we're not grounded in our bodies, and that's why a lot of times we're not able to call into our actual
Mhm.
physical reality because
Right.
if you're not grounded, it's not going to happen. So that's why I always ground my clients, and I tell them ground yourself several times a day. Like if it's nice outside, go walk barefoot on the grass. Or when I was in Miami, was at the ocean, was just like, oh, I'm at the ocean, like let me ground myself. And then that's also how you're able to call in the magic because you're connected to Mother Gaia, and it's
Yeah.
nothing more powerful than being connected to her energy because she's magical.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's kind of a delicious, earthy kind of energy that you have.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Um, so I kind of feel like I want I want, I don't know why I want this. I don't know why I'm asking for this, but I kind of, want you to do a, experience with the audience. And I feel like we did one to really earth us. And maybe there's something like simple and quick that they could have that they could also continue to use to reconnect. And then I'd love to tell people how to get more of more of your work.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So to get connected with Mother Earth, one easy exercise that I tell people to do, and I give my clients this exercise because a lot of times, especially when we're go, 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 I
Mhm.
schedule time when I'm super busy. I'm not that busy anymore because I make time for me a lot because the
Yeah.
type of work I do, we need to. But when I have days, it's like bang, bang, bang. I schedule time in my Google Calendar. Okay, my me time,
Okay.
and I just sit down, take a few deep breaths, and then
Mhm.
I feel that all the stress is leaving my body, and then I visualize that I have roots coming out of the bottom of my feet. They're going
Mhm.
straight to Mother Earth and they're anchoring themselves in there. And then I just connect to her magical energies. And sometimes I'll focus on what it is that I want to create, but sometimes I'll just stay in that energy and just be open to whatever insights that comes up for me. And then stay there for 5 to 10 minutes if you can. And
Mhm.
then that way there you're just going to fully connect with her. And then
Mhm.
sometimes I'll just kind of connect into my heart space. So times those are two quick, easy way that you can do it without doing like a
Mhm.
15-30 minute meditation. Then you're able to connect very easily. And I recommend you do that several
Mhm.
times a day because the more you're connected with yourself in Mother Gaia, the easier it's going to be able to manifest. Because
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you're always out of your body or you're always thinking what I have to do next, you're not. It's going to make it harder for you to manifest. So try doing that several times a day, and then that's going to be able to help you quite a bit. And you're going to be in touch with your body as well, which is super powerful. Because when you're in
Right.
tune with your intuition, you're connected. You're going to know where to go. Yeah, that feels good. I'm going to go here. That doesn't feel good. I'm not going to say no. When you reach out to me, I didn't even have to research nothing. My intuition was like, yeah, just say yes. I'm like, okay, I'll just say yes. Like now I know when my intuition says do something, I just do it. But it's because I take the time to connect with myself.
Right, right. Yeah, I feel like that's, a part of me too. I am connected. Like I don't have to go and connect, but I think that I may need to add to go and connect with Gaia, that earth element, because I'm connected to my guides and I'm connected to, everything in a way. And I hear, it's like so much communicates through me. And sometimes it communicates through me too fast and too frequent, it seems. And I seem to lose my ground.
That's why I grounded, and a lot of us, it's normal because
Okay.
we're always connected to our guides, to our spirit, to
Right.
divine source. So different energies depending on what type of work we do. So because of that, we're not grounded. So yeah, grounding ourselves is super, super important, and
Right.
it's gonna make, if you're doing any type of healing work, it's gonna make you even more powerful because you're connected to that Mother Earth energy
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and to that cosmic energy, which is super powerful.
Right, right. Right. So just to reframe this call, you guys, gratitude, grounding, and then when you're going out to manifest, really go out and put some energetic lights out there to pull them back, to ask for some creation there. Wow, that's so simple. Thank you, Patricia, for going through this. Will you give your website? I know that you've got a free meditation on there, and you guys, I'll put it in the free gift link below. And anything else that you want to tell the list and the audience.
Really, a lot of times creating abundance is simpler than we think. We overcomplicate things because we're
Right.
in our heads a lot. Start by taking really the time for yourself. Make time. If you don't know what you want in life, make time daily, weekly, to really sit down, your me time. Start journaling what is it that you want, because I can tell you, a few years ago, if you were to tell me I'd be living out of a suitcase and I'm traveling the world, I wanted it, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. But because I
Mhm.
kind of just let go, I was able to create that. And looking back, I'm like, it was so easy. I just had to make the jump, just jump in and trust, and poof, it got
Mhm.
done. So stop overcomplicating it. Just,
Right.
and there's enough abundance for everybody. There's enough money. There's enough everything for everybody. And we're not meant to struggle. We're actually meant to be abundant. But most of us, sadly, because of our programming, we struggle. So choose right now to put you first, your dreams first,
Mhm.
and jump in fully and just have fun making it.
Sounds good to me. And drop the resistance along the way.
Yes, drop the resistance, because resistance will hold you back, but it's
Yeah.
normal, right? I mean, even as some people, you have resistance. Well, I'm human, right? I'll pinch myself. Yeah, I'm human. So yes, normal. I have resistance at times.
Right, right. It's just such a great reminder. A gratitude, we forget to be gratitude. Like sometimes we'll be like, I'm so grateful for, and there is like this little bit of energetic fluidity, but I've had moments that are just like overflowing with gratitude, and we forget to actually be it. Like we'll say what we're grateful for, but I feel like there's sometimes a disconnect between actually being that energy. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And be grateful even for the challenges, because when you can be grateful for when you're being challenged, that's more powerful, and learn the lesson. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lesson in everything. So just be grateful for everything, the small, the big.
Yes.
You woke up breathing this morning. You're to be grateful for that, because some
Right.
people didn't wake up breathing this morning. So just be grateful for everything, and
Right.
you'll watch the magic happens. Because for me, that's one thing. When I'm in an energy of gratitude, I'm able to manifest abundance like it's crazy. And that's
Yeah.
an easy shift to do with practice. Just come from
Mm-hmm.
that energy and do whatever it takes to do it daily. When you wake up, say thank you for give me the gift of another day. When you go to bed, thank you for an amazing day. Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you, thank you. It's very, very powerful.
Yeah. I was actually on a conversation with a friend this morning, and I said I'm going to be gratitudey today. And it's just so funny that you actually like reignited me to play that character in my life. Anything else you
Yeah,
want to
it's
share?
funny how the energy.
Yeah.
Nope. But I also have like for your listeners, a 3-part money clearing meditation, which
Oh,
I'll give you
cool.
the link. So it's
Okay,
my
great.
website /raw, and it's
Okay.
specifically for your listeners. So like you definitely want to listen to this because it's going to help you to be able to start releasing a lot of your money blocks and start creating money, creating abundance. It's very magical. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, send me that link because I heard it's my website slash and I missed the rest.
Yeah, it's Patricia Leblanc healing.com /raw. But yeah, I'll send you the link so you'll
Okay.
have that.
And so you guys, that'll be the free gift below. And if you want to get her other free goodie that's on her main website, then you can just go to the main website. That'll also be in the post below.
Perfect.
Yay.
So thank you so much for having me, and thank you,
Yeah,
everybody. It was really a lot of fun.
this was great. Thank you. Bye, everyone.